Welcome to this NPTEL 10-hour course titled Introduction to Professional Scientific Communication. So, as the title suggests, this course would introduce you to the skill sets required for communicating your science discoveries or inventions with various communities. It could be the general public or to the experts, or when you are defending your thesis or when you are publishing any paper. So, this course is going to give you some introduction, as the title suggests, as to how effectively you can communicate. Communication is extremely important because whatever ideas you have, you need to communicate it with your community, the peers, either through writing, what you call as scientific reports or scientific articles, or by making presentations or discussion. In each one of these medium, you need to express your thoughts, ideas in an effective manner, therefore the audience could understand. So, who would be interested in this course? Anyone who is interested in science, anyone who is doing a project in science, engineering, management, or any discipline of science, engineering and technology may be benefited by this course. So, those who are doing undergraduate program, master's program, and more so for those who are in the research program, it would be of immense benefit. So, what are the topics that we are going to cover in this particular course? So, we would give the philosophy behind science as to why science is being appreciated by the community and how do you really take up a project. So, we start any research project or invention with certain hypotheses or certain objectives. So, how do you arrive at these hypotheses or objectives? And then how do you really put your thoughts in words when you write a proposal, for example, or you have carried out your experiments, and then how are you communicating your observations, how are you interpreting your results to the community. That is an important element when you write any report. So, therefore, we will be talking about how do you write scientific papers, what is the structure, common structure, and how you write in a convincing manner, therefore others can appreciate, and also as to how you prepare figures, schematics and flowcharts, bar diagram, many other elements that are part of the scientific reports or your presentations. So, when you talk about any complex interaction between various elements, you have schematic structure. So, how do you really do it? You must have seen it in the textbooks. So, how if you have to develop certain such schematics, how would you go about doing it? That will be one of the elements that we will be discussing. And we also would discuss about how to write proposals, because when you have an idea, you want to develop a particular product, or for example, you are interested in basic discovery, you need to convince your experts or peers in your field that what you are thinking is an important aspect and this should be funded, for example, or should be approved for carrying out a thesis work in your PhD and so on. Therefore, you need to have what is called as a proposal, how to write, that will be covered. And finally, we will also touch upon the presentation skill set, like for example, how do you make presentation and how do you make your slides, how to convince the audience. When you face hundreds in a big seminar room, it is not easy for anyone, a newcomer, to go and deliver a very good speech or talk. So, how do you prepare yourself? There will be some tips on that front as well. And therefore, if you go through this course and follow many of the points that are discussed here, probably it will make you an effective communicator. It is not going to happen in 1 day or 2 days. As you know, if you are interested in singing and you have to go and learn the art of singing through some master, right? It takes months and years to perfect the art. Scientific writing, scientific communication is similar to such kind of performing arts. You need to practice and keep improving every day. No one is perfect. Not I'm giving this course doesn't mean that I am a master in this field. I'm also learning by way of communicating with you. So, probably 10 years from now, I may be a better communicator than what I am today. So, all of us are learning with time. You need to practice, that is how you learn. So, I am sure those who would credit this course would find it very beneficial for their profession, be it if you are a scientist or you are planning to become a scientist, or you want to enter into any R&D labs, or even for a teaching position, the communication is extremely important. But regardless what field you are going, if you can understand as to how effectively you can communicate, it's going to help you immensely, because every day you are going to face some challenges. You need to communicate with the other party to resolve the differences. So if you are an effective communicator, you can succeed, be it an interview, be it a discussion hour, be it anything in your professional front, it's going to help you. So therefore, I'm sure if you do this particular course, is going to be a much help to you. And the way this course is structured, it's a 4-week course. Therefore, we have about 10 hours of lectures. Every week we will have assignments. There will be questions that would be based on the topics that are covered in a given week, and then we expect you to take up the assignment. Therefore, we understand how effective at least our communication was, whether you are able to get some of the ideas that we are able to share with you. Every week we also have what you call as a hangout session, wherein we would be interacting with you through your video conference, and of course at the end of the course you are going to have an exam which would also tell you how you have improved over time and what is your performance. That gives you a kind of an estimate as to where you are and how much efforts you have to put in to become an effective communicator. To help me in this course, I have 3 TAs, teaching assistants, and 2 of them are postdoctoral fellows. One is Dr. Rashmi Parihar, the other one is Dr. Anupama Rai. They have been in my group for a long time, and I also have a young PhD student, Akansha Onkar. These 3 would help you in all the hangout sessions and in the various discussion forum that the course is part of. And any queries you have, any doubts you have, you may write to us. We will be able to help you. And though there are no structured textbook or anything available, what we would do is, for each topic, for the topics covered, we would provide you with some of the links of certain guidelines and tips and some such ideas that are available in various sites of the internet which are freely available, and some other small such writing that we could generate, we will be sharing with you. The slides also will be available, and I am sure you are going to get benefited, and I look forward to interacting with all of you through the hangout sessions.